What's up, guys? So welcome here, and thank you for checking out this live show. So I have to introduce myself first. My name is Amanda, and thank you so much for coming here live in this little small office at 5 p.m. You guys you're gonna end up the job, and it's Friday. Happy Friday, everyone! Hello. So I'm gonna tell you something. Hi guys. Okay, so the first things first, I have to tell you something. That do you have a property that you have sit on the market for years and for days, and you have no idea how you're gonna market it out, or you are a new landlord and you have a first property and you don't know where to start? So let me tell you something that I can guarantee you to get your future tenant within 30 days with these 6 little tricks, with just 6 little powerful strategies that will help you market your property, and when you get more reception and you get high skyrocket, like, okay? So let's look into the first tip. So the first thing is to market your property via social media and online rental listing service. So it's very obvious that you have to market your stuff on Facebook, on Instagram, and you don't want to make it look like it's kind of spamish, you know what I mean? So do you think it's really easy? I think it's really easy, right? Don't you agree? So it's also the same thing. The good thing is it's really inexpensive, and you don't have to, and you have a wider outreach, and you have friends and family, and have a random stranger to say hi to you and say like, hi right now, and you guys say hi to me. And not to mention, for the last week's stream, which I mentioned about something about the social media 101, about those little features, you can use those features and apply into what you're marketing, how you market your property. So, and the other thing is the online rental listing service, which is a little online platform which you can put your stuff up. You put your stuff up, and you can have it, you write down all the details, you put on the numbers and here, and you can get it, get it really going. And all these things, like the rental listing services, it's just a platform. Imagine you're like for me, I'm kind of a part-time artist. I can tell you that I'm a part-time artist. I love to draw, and I put my stuff on DeviantArt or any art station. And these guys are where you have to put your art up, and people will have looked through it and say like, oh, it's a cool thing. You just have to click and buy and click and book. It's just like the things that, like, what you want to do about it. So we have Airbnb, we have Craigslist, we have apartmentfinder.com. So these are the platforms that you should go looking for, and you put your stuff up there. And I can see I have two likes there out there on my Facebook live stream. So thank you guys so much for the love and support. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, this is how you're gonna market yourself for the first tip. And also don't forget to add special features to attract more potential tenants, especially like those Facebook 360-degree photo where you have to scroll around and you can see all the stuff over there, and you have a 3D walkthroughs, and you can imagine, like, you can let, at least that's the good point, is that you let your tenant to look into how the property that you want to rent to, and exactly how it looks like. And yeah, so for my second tip is to encourage online reviews. Okay, so I have a question. Do you guys really agree that it's okay to have a tenant, like a little party to welcome your tenants? Anyone? So if you think it is, I think it's quite helpful. But if for other countries like UK and Melbourne, they have, those, like, the student accommodation where you have there, they have these little parties. Like I say, oh, welcome to whatever place whatever that call is. And yeah, it is really awesome to see that. It was really, hi, who stands up in? Hi, thank you so much for the views. Thank you so much. So yeah, and what I mentioned is that those little tenant parties, which is kind of awesome. that you can come to meet new other tenants, your neighbors, and who your landlord is. And with it, we in under this like a tenant appreciation party. This is what we call it, a tenant appreciation party. We will put like a little laptop section where you guys have to put up like little reviews. It was just really helpful for you, because that time you can able to create a wonderful experience. Like you have it somewhere, like you have it like a little, like you have a wonderful experience like for them, and give them the right feedback to you before they leave. So it's really helpful for that. It's really good. And those are the one example to think of. If you find Malaysia, it's like something that when you open a tenant appreciation party, people are like, oh, hi, it's so awkward. It is. I have to honestly speak. It's a bit awkward for me. That's me. That's just me, because I find it a little bit awkward. But for I think other people, I think it's really nice to socialize and meet new neighbors. So it's like you're creating a whole new neighborhood in your property, and also you can attract, like create like memorable things to your tenants as well. You say like you're building a bond there, and this is how it works. And for other online review is another side of the online review is that you can like, before they enter, you have to like set something like you market yourself. You have a testimonies. You want to have testimonies. It's like you go to church. You have a preaching thing, and you also have business. You have feedbacks. That's what we call testimonies. So before like improve your business, improve your reputation in the property marketing field, you have to get testimonies from tenants. Like they will review, they give you honest reviews, and from that review you can improve yourself and make your property, make it even better, and people will just start to look up for it, and it's just gonna rent it skyrocket. Yeah. And you also don't be afraid to ask your residents for a review after fulfilling a minor maintenance, like you're fixing a light bulb. It's like, okay, it's like that's a really tricky thing. So it's really tricky that you have to get their feedback for this small maintenance thing. Like you have fixed the light bulbs, you have to do something else, you have to fix the sink, you do the plumbing, and then after that you can ask them, oh, how do you think of our service and stuff like that. So you have to be careful about it. You have to make it into a timely fashion. You have to make it into in a timely fashion. You have to ask at the right time. If I ask at the wrong time, it's something that something's really happened. It's like the wrong time to ask about it is that you make like major maintenance. You have to fix the wall. You have to do any major renovation around that area. So that is not a good time to ask your residents about the, those little things that, yeah. And the third tip is to partner with your real estate agent. You might not find it that it's like it's a collaboration. You can say it's a collaboration. So yeah. Hey, I have one view on a Facebook Live. Thank you so much. Thank you for viewing. And yeah, you have a real estate agent. Well, I think it's a really good thing to have a real estate agent. Is like if you want to hire your own agent, you have to come up with interviews. Like you just kind of having a job vacancy thing, and you have to conduct interviews, and people have to look up to it. So it's really good. And yeah, and you have to. At the same time, you have to research and do like any research on the agent's background. You have to look at it. It's like, what did they do before? What don't make it like two things. Like it's just something casual. Like you just browse around and keep it updated. You have to keep track of them and see like what they're really up to. So hey, thank you for joining. Hi, and yeah, it's like you're writing you have to conduct interviews and then keep track on what they're doing. You keep track of the agents, like your real estate agents, on what they're really doing. And yeah, and then don't forget, you have to also get referrals from your network. Sometimes like other people give like the referrals, and it's just in case it feels much more safer. Honestly speaking, it feels really much more safer that you at least you have a review that people say, your friends or family, they recommend this agent, this real estate agent, that, oh, this guy's really good. Why don't you hire him? You have to partner with him. So this is also, this is the safest path to go for. And the benefits of it, you're partnering with your agents, that you're building a rapid, like a bond there, and like they will see you as the ideal go-to investor, and also for that post listing and off market opportunity. So you're being their most dependable source. So which is awesome. This is really awesome tip to go for. And then yeah, and the fourth one is that you have to write a compelling description and take photos of your property. So this is a really the basics ones that you need to look up for. So what we have here, like you need to write something that's really look into it. Like you really need to, yeah. Do you think you need to be like really descriptive about what your property looks like, and don't make it sound so shady? That's how I don't like to make it sound so shady. It's like, hi. Yeah, it's like don't make it sound so shady. It's like, and the shadiest one I really found on one of the websites, and I really write it down. Which is really funny, and it's really. So I let you do a comparison. So you have to compare which one do you think is the most reliable one description that you will go for. So I will introduce this unit A, which, okay. So here it goes. So let's listen to what this guy's talking about for Unit A. So, okay. Unit A is a very old apartment located just off the main road of N Road. It is located next to another low-cost apartment, and while centrally located, the residents of A unit have to suffer noise and air pollution of the N Road every day, and it's not even eco-friendly. Okay. The second one for Unit B. Unit B is a condo that's strategically located along the N Road of Tempura Highway and Taman Chili Terrace. And it's fully furnished and under a 4 bedrooms unit with 3 bathrooms and 2 car parks. So which one do you guys prefer? Do you prefer the A unit or the B unit? Which is, if you guys prefer the A unit, this is really something else. If you, let's see, for me, I really would go for the B unit because I find it's really legit. The secondly is like, it's not really negatively infused. Like what you hear from the A unit is like, A unit, a very old apartment located just off the whatever highway that is. So which is not really my favorite. Like it's not really a go-to thing at all. So what I would suggest is that you have to start off with this little list. You come up with a list of a unit to write down. So you have, the first things first, you have a brief description of your unit. Where is it located? Is it for whatever highway or where? And then you have the amenities within the proximities. Like, okay, you have this unit. So within the walking location, where is it go for? Where is it heading to? You have this mall or that mall or a hospital somewhere, which is, yeah, it's really awesome. So yeah, and also you have to include features of your locations. You have your amenities, like if you have a bedroom, is it a private? Is it a sharing or a non-sharing? You have a toilet there, you have a shared toilet or anything. Yeah, so these are the little details you need to come up with. And yeah, and it's better. Yeah, I really agree with what you think. I think it's really I really agree. I was like, it's far from the noise. Yeah, I really agree that it's far from the noise, which I find it's really good thing. It's like, it's a peaceful living thing. And yeah, so that's what I was thinking. Like, and also okay, this is what you want to write in the description. You have to be very informative on the measurements, toilets. You have a ceiling fan, just put on a ceiling fan. You just mention the ceiling fan there. And yeah, and also take good care of, like, you have to take good photos. if you want to take good photos, I really suggest that there's this little one thing, little slide we made and on Instagram and also on Facebook. You can find it out. So how to make your house photo shoot ready, which is really helpful for you guys to look into, and also you able to make really Instagrammable photos, and it can attract potential tenants. Yeah, and you have that's what I do. Take a photos, edit it, and make it more Instagrammable. Put on a filter, make it look pretty, and then put it out. And you get a tenant. Yeah. And the fifth one is to target your local business. It's a real simple. This is like one of the baby steps you want to go for. So you have to create a list of business, a list of locations. So you have a shops, you have a mall, you have a school, you have a train, you have a bus station, and you have to target them like based on your marketing efforts, based on the demographic, and then you generate the leads. And you do your business up. This is where you're gonna do first. You found a place, and you based on the demographics, like what kind of tenant you want to attract to. So if you want to attract students, like for example, you want to attract like those university students, then you have to put it at the universities. You gotta advertise on universities. You put on flyers at universities, put a business card as well, and then don't forget to ask permission from the admin before you guys post up. So which is really helpful for you guys. And for the last of the last, is to hire locators, also we are known as the property managers. This is the most important part. I find it really crucial part. And it's like, and it's also the best source to find high quality tenants. You don't want to have a shady tenant comes in and it sounds like you're having a gangster street there running around and have cops everywhere. So yeah, so you hire allocators or property managers. I actually find Homyplace is one of the best ones. I think so for me. That's for me. And it's a really good example because we kind of like look for tenants to match what you really want to. And also we kind of do matchmaking. Imagine we do matchmaking. So you have a property and you leave it to us, and we have to help you look for tenants. And we also, at the same time, we're also helping tenants to look for people like you guys, like awesome people like you guys. And then we can like do a little linking, we do a property viewing. We also handle all the stuff for you guys. So you just have to sit back and relax and just welcome your new tenant. So we try to find, it's really convenient thing to go for. And you don't have to worry about all the maintenance thing because we're gonna help you finish it like in one go and do all the paperwork in one go. So you don't have to feel very worried about it at all. You just don't need to worry about all the paperwork, anything. And you just have to, and what it's like the easiest thing you can do is like you have to contact us, you give us your like the information and also the photos if possible, or you prefer us to go to take the photos at your place and then just post it up, and then you might find your tenants in no time. So is this a really good source? This is one of the good source. Yeah, and if you really want to hire property managers, I really suggest you have to provide weekly updates on your current availabilities. Like if for a long update and then we look for one person for you and then you can't find it, which is really it's gonna be a really hassle for you as well. So I really suggest that you have to provide a weekly updates on your properties. Like if you have one property out and you have a new one, you want to look for a new tenant, then just update. You just have to update us. You just update for the property managers. You have to update the locators. And also, another tip is that you can also get Google them as well. So I just find it's a really helpful thing. And yeah, so this is all the six tips that you go for. So let's see. Let's go through here and see. We have first tip: market via social media or online rental listing services. Second, encourage online reviews. Third is like partner with a real estate agent. And fourth, will write a compelling description and take pictures of your property. And five, target local businesses. And finally, the hire property managers. So I find these really helpful tips. If you don't, I really guarantee you it's gonna get you a tenant within 30 days, or maybe within a week. So somewhere, so it could be really fast. So if you don't believe me, you just have to see. I really did my best here. So I really guarantee you that's gonna really help. And yeah, and that's all for this presentation. I really thank you guys for coming around and listening to me. It's really happy. This is Friday. We're gonna keep me happy on Friday. So yeah, so thank you so much for listening. And for you guys, like if you really do have a property, I really think like don't be afraid to call us or hit the like button or subscribe or DM to us on Homyplace. And you see the right little thingy up there. You're just gonna click into it and message us, or even on Instagram. I'll answer to you. I can answer to all your questions. So which is really awesome. So and also don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, and also this for the little sneak peek here for the next week's live stream. I'm gonna talk about what tenants should avoid when choosing a unit. So this is on the tenant's point of view. So stay tuned for every Friday at 5 p.m. I'll see you guys next week.